Well, Vin, thanks for helping my project.
Yes, you're welcome.
So can you say a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so my name is Vinh. I am 18 years old, student from Houston, Texas. Graduated from high school a couple days ago, going to Princeton University next year.
What do you hope to study?
Right now, I'm hoping to study either math or physics.
Why?
I really like logic and using like critical thinking to solve problems, and I think it could be applied in a variety of fields, but math and physics is the most straightforward fields that you can do that, and it's widely applicable too. You can do it a wide variety of different career fields with that degree.
So you like solving puzzles?
Yes.
Oh. What's your favorite puzzle that you've come across that you've solved?
My favorite puzzle. No, I guess it's more just math rules in class that in competitions, but yeah, no specific one.
So physics broad. I mean, you got mechanics, thermodynamics, electromagnetism, relativity. Any of it attracts you particularly?
As of right now, there's no particular field, but throughout high school, I've been working on like summer programs that do research in mostly gravitational wave physics, which is the relativity, and it's a lot of mathematics to that. So yeah.
But the gravitational wave physics, you must be really interested in, like, what is it, LIGO?
Yes, LIGO.
LIGO.
Yes, so LIGO. Yes, collaboration between MIT and Caltech.
And there's like an in-orbit version too that I think they're building,
it's
right?
called LISA. Yes.
LISA.
Uh-huh.
So, wow. So you become essentially an astronomer if you went that direction.
Maybe an astronomer, if I were to go that way, then maybe astronomer, maybe not. The project is huge, right? It's a huge collaboration between different fields, so I could work in the data analysis on the ground as an engineer, just the instrumentation, data analysis, and then just maybe the math behind it all. So broad variety of careers.
Do you think, I mean, these are huge black holes that are making gigantic waves with detectors that are extremely sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we'll ever be able to make waves and detectors sensitive enough that we can actually use it for communication?
Yes. I think that's possible to use it for communication, but the thing is, like, to create those gravitational waves in the first place, it requires a really large mass collapsing, and so I don't think that would be possible for us to like directly control the creation of gravitational waves, because like for that to happen we need like black holes to essentially create black holes or like create supernovas, which is, I don't think it's possible, but yes.
I mean, just us walking around, it creates a little small gravity, right? Doesn't it, or no?
Yes, it does.
Just so
every moving quadruple mass distribution would create gravitational wave, yes. But in that case, I mean, as of right now, the thing is, as of right now, our detectors can already detect day-to-day movements.
Oh, okay.
The only thing is, there's all sort of signals for everywhere. You moving, trucks moving, cars moving, and so they can't distinguish which one is which. The only reason they can distinguish gravitational waves from everything else, which calls noise, is that gravitational waves have a very specific type of waveform, which they compute through mathematics, and so they can pull that out of that signal. So like, they scan for specific shapes in the signal that's created by gravitational waves. But yeah, other than that, I think if I were to focus on you, I would be able to like pull out the signal that you make walking, but I don't think that would be very feasible, because black holes collapse in a certain mathematical way that is predictable, because you walking is much more variable. So no, I don't think that's possible.
But if you make the transmitter, then you'll be able to make the receiver specifically to detect that type of wave.
Yeah, I think it is theoretically possible to create a transmitter that creates a very specific waveform that is different from most other earthly activities. But theoretically I think that would be possible, but I think it was very, very hard, because on Earth there's so many things that interfere with the actual signal, and also we can only make the signal using earthly devices, right? So very, very difficult, I think, but I guess theoretically possible.
So did you know that NASA is planning to send people to the moon in 2024?
Yes, I've heard. You told me.
But before that?
No, I did not. I heard Jeff Bezos is going to the moon.
Not to the moon, just
Oh, to the moon. Oh, just space. Oh, just
yeah.
space and then come back. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, yes.
even just a suborbital trip, like total of 15 minutes from launch to landing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In fact, in July, just July 20th.
And I think it's in Texas too, right?
Yeah.
Are you planning to?
It's in like Van Horn, Texas, way out by El Paso.
So are you planning on driving that there? Or?
I'm not sure they have public viewing. It's like on his private ranch, and he owns like everything around it and everything. But I'm sure they'll live stream it. So we'll be
very cool.
We'll be right there with Jeff.
Yeah, if he dies, it's gonna be huge.
I hope he doesn't die.
Yeah.
I hope he goes and it's as wonderful as he thinks it is. But what do you think about sending people to the moon?
I think it's a great idea. I think very terrific, awesome scientific advancement. And we haven't actually touched that since the Cold War, I guess. So we're behind. China is doing that. So geopolitically, it is also strategic to do that as well. So yeah.
What do you hope we get out of it? What would make it worth it?
Make it. I guess when we go to the moon, there are like, I guess we bring back moon rocks and all the other scientific advancements of like learning the science of space and to use that as a resource for other scientific fields. But I guess other than that, like other than just pure science, is also like a political move to kind of say to the world that hey, America is still number one, we're leading scientifically, and I guess right now our number one rival, I guess adversary is just not Russia, but I guess China. So they're also doing that. So it's a strategic move.
Do you think we'll be forever Earth-centered, or do you think at some point humanity will move beyond the Earth and we'll have like people living on the moon, on Mars, on the moons of Jupiter and Saturn, in free space, on ships, on ways to other stars, other star systems, and humanity's really moved beyond the Earth? Or
I think at some point, it's going to be very far from that now.
But you think that's going to see the beginnings of that in your lifetime?
In my lifetime? Okay, so I'm like 18 now. It's like 60 years from now. Yeah, maybe the beginning. It's very, very rudimentary though. Not anything of significant scale. Probably like my great-great-grandchildren would see that.
If it was safe and affordable, would you go to space?
Considering if it's safe, yes. I mean, if it were to be at the point where it's safe and common and there's regulations and there are like clear safety expectations like the airplane industry, I would. But I mean, as of right now, like I wouldn't. I mean, even if I was offered for free, I wouldn't go with Jeff Bezos on that trip.
So you wouldn't spend $28 million to go?
Even if it was free, I would not. So yeah.
There's a show called Who Wants to Be an Astronaut that Discovery Channel is doing this coming year. The winner goes to the International Space Station for 8 days on a Crew Dragon, which has flown twice so far. I think he's about to fly for the third time soon. Would you see yourself competing in something like that?
No. Yeah, I think it's way too risky, way too scary. Yeah.
How many people would have to go before you said, hey, sign me up?
How many people? I guess the entire world would have an interconnected network of like commercial flying, like private
so like
companies.
Millions.
Yes, probably millions. Right?
Millions.
Yeah. I like staying on Earth. Yeah.
Well, great. Well, thank you so much for your time.
No problem.
Really appreciate it.